All right, what's up, y'all? Back. I decided to take a break from the whole watching battles and thing and reviewing them. Like I through most of July, the last battle I really watched was Hollow vs. Surf, and I just took a break from it, man. Just didn't feel like watching it, so I'm now slowly starting to get back into it, man. So World Domination 4 coming up this weekend, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and I'm here to give you my predictions. This is the second time I've made this video. First time was so fucking long. I just when it was saving, I was like, fuck this shit. No one's gonna watch part one of for 16 minutes. That was just for day one. It was 16 minutes of predictions, and I'm already at 44 seconds now, and I'm gonna try to run through day one quicker, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and then day two, 8 minutes, 9 minutes too. So it's 60 minutes, not terrible to watch. So you know what I'm saying? Back to battle rap, back to watching it again, and really loving what these dudes do. The craft is nice, it's dope. I appreciate it, and it's free entertainment, man. And even if you're paying a pay per view, man, it's definitely worth it. So World Domination 4, this is my day one predictions. Let's go. All right, first battle is Jinai versus Pigsty. I guess I can't call because I've never seen Jinai battle, but I've seen Pigsty a few times. All right, Definition versus PH, man. First time we've seen PH and King of the Dot since World Domination 3. The fiasco with Nameless and whatnot when Nameless pulled out his phone in the middle of his round when he's rapping. Looked at his bars or whatever the fuck, and he still won somehow. And Definition, man, one of my favorite battles of all time is Definition versus Tricky P. The compliment battle is crazy, and it was almost kind of dope for PH to take this break because he was doing so many King of the Dot battles there in 2012 when he was chasing the King of the Dot chain and whatnot, and then ultimately when he had a title match, he choked against Paul Rich, which could have altered the whole everything Arcane, and everything could have been different by PH winning the title. So um, in this battle, I have to go PH because no matter how funny Definition will be, bars, just heavy hitting bars, are gonna outweigh that 90% of the time. So I'm going PH. All right, next battle on the card is J Pro versus Enigma. Um, J Pro, I feel, had a good showing against JC. It wasn't his best, but it definitely wasn't a body bag like some of you people are saying out there, which is crazy to me. People saying, "Man, JC body J Pro." I'm not of that mind. JC definitely came with this shit, and it wasn't J Pro's best showing, but it was not a body at all, man. That was a close battle. But this one, man, Enigma, man, is from the Philippines, and for him to even be rapping in another language, you know what I'm saying? Even for someone to speak another language blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the time, or I do have the time, but I just don't have the brain to sit down and learn another language, man. It blows my mind. And he's actually rapping in English, which is even doper, man. But that said, J Pro, he's gonna kill him, man. J Pro, if he comes ruthless with it, which I feel he will, it's not a good matchup, man. Enigma's so quiet and J Pro's so fucking loud. I'm going J Pro, man. Maybe the battle I'm most anticipating on the card, Osa versus Pass, man. If Osa comes like he did against 24/7, this is gonna be a classic battle, man. He battled Sonny Bamboo at World Domination 3. He had some dope shit, the All American line, which is probably one of my favorite lines in battle rap, man. But it wasn't quite that 24/7 level that when he was at when he battled 24/7. The Pass, you already know how Pass gets down, man. Sometimes he can get kind of lackluster with some of his shit, but if he comes prepared and on his game, it's gonna be a dope battle. I can't even call this one either way, man, because it's gonna be so fucking dope. And I tell you this much, it's gonna be criminally underviewed, man. If it gets 100 views, it's gonna deserve at least 200, 300, 400,000 views, man. But it's just definitely gonna be a dope battle. All right, JC versus 100 Bullets. Just watched 100 Bullets' round for TWO. He released the second round because I guess the battle is not going to be released. And that shit was crazy. I'll link it in the description if you want to see it. His second round, it was fucking ridiculous. And he says he got 3 rounds of that for JC. Um, I could, I can't really believe that because when you do TWO, when you're battling TWO, you can do so many more name flips that people. There's so many more options for name flips. You know what I'm saying? And when JC, Caustic did some of those name flips, and then J Protus did some of those name flips, and top it off, fucking Chilla Jones did all those name flips. So it's you can't do if he's fresh with the bars for JC and it hasn't come with shit we've heard before. I feel like this battle is gonna be dope. And JC, you know, man, he's consistent. It's one of the things I would have said about Arcane before the whole buying bars, whatever happened. Arcane, whether you hate him or like him, was consistent with his shit. He never choked. He was consistent all 3 rounds. You know, all that now is in question because of buying bars and whatnot, and people are starting to question his whole catalog. You know what I'm saying? But JC, not saying that happened with JC, I'm just saying he's that consistent dude. You know what he's gonna come with 3 rounds, and if 100 bullets, his stuff is fresh and we haven't heard before, it's gonna be a dope battle, which I still feel is gonna be edged toward JC. All right, Daylight versus Lopeshi. Um, this battle really all comes down to Lopeshi. If he chokes, it's Daylight's battle. You know what I'm saying? And if he doesn't, if Lopeshi's on his A game, he's top 3 in Canada, man. We've seen what he's done before, and we've seen what he's done against Real Deal before, choking for 10 minutes. So we've seen both sides of the coin, man. The good and the horrible, man. And if he comes prepared and he doesn't choke, like when he battled in the Philippines, somehow he didn't choke. I would have bet everything that he would have choked flying to Philippines, but he didn't choke somehow. And so I'm expecting him not to choke, and I'm expecting him to come with this game. And you already know what Daylight's going to come with, man. Consistency. If that's the one thing you get from this, I'm going to choose the people that are consistent. 9 times out of 10, because it's consistency. You know what I'm saying? How can you go wrong against that? And Daylight's dope. And I gotta go with Daylight. Daylight has some. If he's that Rich Dodge Daylight, man, it's gonna be a dope battle. But it really, like I said, all depends on Pesci and him choking and whatnot. So I'm going with Daylight, man. Shotgun Shug versus Sharon. I can't even. I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this battles, these styles are so clashing. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even know how to predict this battle, man. I really don't. Shug is dope. Sharon is dope. Sharon's been getting better, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait to watch it. I feel like Sharon's gonna win. I can't tell you why. I feel that way, but it's the most epic clashing of styles probably in the history of battle rap. So that's always dope, right? I can't even call a winner for this one. It's gonna be dope to watch though. All right, and the last battle, main event for day 1, Arsenal versus Disaster. It's consistency, man. Arsenal, you know what he comes for. You know his catalog of battles, man. He's been consistent throughout his whole career. And Disaster's battle career has been kind of like a roller coaster. Because Disaster's one of those dudes, he has to be excited for a battle. Or he's just not going to write like he should. Like against Paul Rich and Arcane, he didn't really want to battle those dudes. So he wasn't excited. So some of the shit he was spitting wasn't the greatest. Like, but when Disaster's on his shit, no one can deny his greatness. Like, first round against DNA is one of the greatest rounds in King of the Dot history and battle rap history. It was flawless the way he spit his shit. It was perfect. And if he comes like that against Arsenal, he definitely is gonna win. But for 3 rounds, that type of shit from Disaster, have we ever seen 3 rounds of that shit from Disaster? You know what I'm saying? But all he needs to do is spit 2 and he'll win this battle. And if he doesn't, man, it's the freestyle thing, man. Sometimes he counts on it too much, relies on it too much, and it sometimes backfires and he doesn't spit the greatest shit. And sometimes when he's freestyling, he does spit some dope shit. It's definitely a risky thing to do, but if he has 3 written rounds out for Arsenal, man, it's just gonna be a crazy battle, man. But I'm going with Arsenal, dude. You've seen the catalog, man. Has there been a time where Arsenal just flat out fucks up? Not really, So, and there's never been that streak where he's on a bad streak. You know what I'm saying? He's consistent throughout his battles, man. So, I'm going Arsenal, but Disaster took it. It's not going to surprise me, But it's going to be a dope battle. I'll say that. Anyway, man, this is all for day 1. Day 2 coming soon, like in a matter of 20 minutes or so. Subscribe, like, tell me what your thoughts are. Dislike the video if you want to. Give me your predictions. Follow me on Twitter at Nick Tao, Instagram Nick Tao, Facebook Nick Tao. Everything is Nick Tao. Every form of social media Nick Tao, man. Every. Have a good day.